Way. Hello everyone. My name is Glowedge Eliza Napwood. I'm from Abigail First Nation, Prince Edward Island. I also want to take time to introduce our one and only little Jade, our white dove, who has been a part of First Voices since the beginning. So I'm just going to give you a little overview of how our tour has went. We started at the Ross Creek Center in the Annapolis Valley, where our youth had the weekend to get to know one another, share dances together. From there, we headed to the Indian Brook Powwow. It was the last powwow of the powwow season. From there, we went to Member 2, where we were housed by a grandmother, Jane Meader. And there she brought in other grandmothers to the presentation for the elementary school. So we had a big front row of grandmothers and all the elementary school students from the community. They were really attentive, asked the best questions ever, and they participated in some nice dances, learned about the dances. From there, we had a pipe ceremony with the grandmothers that evening. They did a blessing for all of us so that we have a safe journey on our travels, which was a really great experience for all of us. They gifted us with sweetgrass baskets and feasted us with some corn and some traditional food, which was really great. And from there, we went to St. Abec's University for the next day. We performed for the university students there, which was absolutely wonderful. It was a really great, diverse gathering for that entire event. And we filled the area of the youth, indigenous youth. So our youth got a standing ovation at that gathering, which was really great. From there, we headed to Prince Edward Island. And in Prince Edward Island, we did 2 schools. We did one of our participants' high schools, where she graduated from in West Isle, near Lennox Island, the west part of the island. And from there, the next morning, we did the elementary school. And that was really great as well. The students really knew the culture and were really excited about the commonalities between the dances. And from Prince Edward Island, we headed back to Halifax to complete our circle. We have 3 participants from the Philippines. We have Mark, Warren, and Faith, and they all go to university together. They're all very active in their communities and also have been doing some really profound fundraising for the typhoon that had happened in their community, a lot of mudslides and flooding. So they've been really focused on helping their families back home during this tour as well. So we have Samantha, who's from Prince Edward Island. She's going to be doing her hoop dance and fancy shawl dance. We have Matthew, and we also call him Muddy-O because in our Mi'kmaq language, that's how we say Matthew, we say Muddy-O, so he's gotten a new name on this road trip. And we also have, and he's from Labrador, so he's going to be doing some Inuit drumming and singing. And we have Courtney, who's a jingle dress dancer.
Dance can be its own culture. Like, dance is strong, really strong. Like, it's a powerful thing, and you can almost like tell a story or express a situation like through dance. You can do anything, you know, and it's a lot easier to tell a story through dance than it is to actually stand here and talk. And
dancing is very, very significant for us because in our dance we represent our culture. We protect it from our dance. Like, if you would like to ask for blessing, you have to dance for it, or go to the high mountains and get a gong, like spear, and then it is done for the elders so that they will ask blessing for the Lord, or what we call the kabunyan.
One of the things that I really enjoy is that when we share our talents together, it gives me, or it broadens my mind with other cultures. And by sharing our dances, we'll be able to understand other cultures. So I will share this to my cultural group mates when I go back to Philippines.
Like, I really like the saying. It's a saying, if it wasn't for the beat of the drum, how could we dance? And what really draws me to dancing is the sound of the drum. And when we're babies and before we're born, we're inside our mother's womb. And the closest sound that we hear when we're in our mother's womb is the heartbeat. And so the drum is to represent the heartbeat. And so to babies, it's really calming and soothing for them when they hear the drum. And then when you stop drumming, the baby will start to cry, and then you start drumming again, and the baby will stop crying. And so it's a comfort thing. And so when I go to gatherings or our powwows, I'm just drawn to the drum, and my body just wants to dance.
I want to learn first all these steps and their how to make music in the Mi'kmaq, and take their steps and dancing, yeah, so that I have many shared when I'm back to the Philippines. I will teach them their steps for the Mi'kmaq people. Yeah.
We're so thankful that we had the opportunity to go to the powwow, because it's hard to explain, you know, the significance of the honor song and the different styles of dance. And like, for example, the grass dancers who begin the blessings of the grounds, and then the flags that we honor, the veterans that we honor, and the elders and the children. And so everything has an important piece to the powwow, and for them to experience that as a welcoming to Canada was really exciting to me, because they visually got to see not just me dance, but my brothers and sisters, like in my powwow family, dance, and to be around the live drum and not listening to it on audio, like dancing to a CD. So it was really special. And then for us to present our collaborative piece to my powwow family made me so proud. So it was really special to me.
When I go back home, tell my friends that I met some Philippines and went to a powwow, and that performance by the Philippines was really cool. Really different compared to what we see around Labrador.
Well, I'm looking forward to next year of seeing everybody again. I really hope that it all works out and be able to meet the previous Indigenous youth from, you know, the past 4 years. I think it's going to be amazing. Like, we all have a story to tell, and we're all proud of who we are as people and proud of our cultures, and it's really important that everybody else understands that too.